this David Streams. We're starting off very soon. We're going to be doing the Escapists 2, and then we're going to be doing some Among Us, and then after that we're going to transition into more of a late night stream. Stand by, enjoy the music, and we'll go ahead and get this baby rocking and rolling. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks, everyone. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. It's going to take a few minutes. Right now, we're busy downloading the Escapists, and since the stream's just starting, well, excuse me. What a day. I gotta tell you, if you ever have a job that's physically demanding, trying to stream afterwards, wow. I spent over 4 hours trying to chip out a sprinkler head from a mass of tree root, like it was a tree root. Like I had to dig it up and chip it out with a hatchet, with chisels, with saws. Yeah. Definitely not my most recommended thing to do, and then stream afterwards. But I do have the weekend off, so I'm not going to complain. And I do have a 3-day week next, so Wednesday, I do want to say I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming much Wednesday because of things going on. Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'm going to be spending time cooking with family. Friday, I'll be available in the afternoons to evenings. And that's all I have. Alright, we the Escapist. Alright. Capture. There it is. Caught it. Bump, 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 bump. Yes. Are you kidding me? Alright, they're gonna have to do display capture. Screen capture. We're gonna have to do display capture on this one, unfortunately. Boop. And that's primary. Yep. Let's shift this down. There you go. All right. Yeah.
Using the word cancel culture, because the Gen Zs have put you up for it. How does that make you feel, that word? It's all Gen Z's word. I mean, I fucking...
It's not. It's not. It's not. Millennials started cancel culture, and cancel culture's been around even before then. Remember the old women going, "Oh my God, Mortal Kombat, so bad." But that was back in the
Gen Zs
90s.
put the words together, cancel culture, just to sound stupid, and then like to irritate older souls. It feels like I know people have been canceling people a long time. It's been going on, but the Gen Zs have made it. So it seems like if you're just not a part of their thing, you just do that one little thing. You know, fucking cancel culture happens just about any old soul out there. It's not cool.
No, it's a pretty gnarly thing.
I mean, me, you, Gossiker, everybody who has some sort of talent would be faced for cancel culture. Just because we are a little bit of the above the older soul. Especially when I say I don't play Fortnite, Among Us, I go against TikTok. Ooh, as soon as I go against TikTok, man, the media will shut me down.
Problem is, it's not just the media. That's the other issue. To explain in detail, I'm only playing this for like 30 minutes to an hour, and just to go in full detail, it's one of those things where, I mean, I got no complaints about it. It's just the fact that things are gnarly. Things are really rough. And it's because of people's sensitivities. I got fired from a job.
Yeah, no, that ain't cool.
Because somebody was overly sensitive over something that happened. Now, since I was in a manager role, it's one of those things where I have to do that. Hello?
You got fired for something. But you said you just got fired. Now you're saying the manager will do what?
No, like I said though, I got fired.
What did you do that got you fired?
But layman's terms, or to explain everything, the reason why I got canceled during my first stint with YouTube was because of the fact of my opinions, my viewpoints, and because people wanted things that I wasn't willing to give up or let have. It's one of those things where they're like, you need to conform to our standard. You need to conform to what we want. If I say something about my feelings and about what I think, I should have that right to share those feelings.
I had somebody say to me once, "See, I'll respect your opinion as long as it's something I agree with."
Bingo.
Which, how does that even make sense?
Because the problem is with discussion, with opinions, with processes, this is when you get hypocrites. When it comes down to it. Because, okay, I don't mind an open discussion, but I don't mind shutting down an open discussion when I see where things are going to go negative.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when politics are brought up. On my channel, I'm a gaming channel.
Yeah, I don't like politics on anything really. I mean, I don't mind making fun of politics and joking about it, but like discussing it and debating it on a fucking gaming channel. No,
It's such a controversial topic. It's not gonna go anywhere.
I like religion and politics and all that stuff. You know, you can bout your religion, but like you don't have to go on. I don't believe in all this Whovian, you go to heaven or hell, whatever. I just believe in the energies, the world, the universe. I believe reincarnation is technically possible in some matter or form, but there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
into the universe. There's,
No, I get it.
if you look into science, but I'm a science believer,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a hard thing for some people. If I don't believe, if they see me like, oh my god, you don't believe the world's flat? Oh my god, you don't believe this? Then nope, you're not part of this. No, I don't believe the world is flat. I believe typically what science tells me, but I also like to do my own research and come to my own conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a scientist, but I take the philosophers looking for things.
Yeah, I get it. But it's like I'm more than willing to have a talk with somebody and be like, look, if I have a stream dedicated to discussing, what's the word for it? When I have a sit down period where I sit down and talk and say this is a sit down and talk stream, that's okay. But as soon as somebody's like, oh, George Floyd, or Trayvon Martin, or it's like, y'all are just,
Pink Floyd, I don't want to hear it.
y'all are just asking for problems. Y'all are just wanting to start issues.
Yeah, people who get into those conversations just want to argue.
Because the problem is, I'm going to say this, and I know it's controversial for me to say this, and it could get me canceled again, but I'm going to be honest. If you're doing something wrong or in a bad area or in a bad place, people are going to have negative connotations behind it. Now, am I the one that's going to explain that is everything okay with our society? No. But am I going to say that things are as bad as people want? No. Because the thing is, they're not. When women say feminism, okay, I accept equality, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
But,
Equality matters.
but, when a woman's like, oh, it is my right to not have to pay for a dinner on a date, it's like, what?
It is my right to ruin Ghostbusters. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It is, if it's equality, shouldn't it be like 50-50 no matter what? It doesn't have to be like the old days with the woman.
Yeah, it's like, okay, fine.
For Christ's sakes.
We as men are required to sign up for the draft. Okay? Do you want to sign up for the draft?
I don't even like really buying women drinks, but I'm not at the bar much. I don't do it because of equality. I just do it because I don't really know any woman. I'm always scared of taking advantage. I'm a handsome guy, but I don't want a woman just to, I've seen this on shows too many times with a character named Joey Quinn where he just pays 100 drinks of hundreds of dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and the woman just ups and leaves him. And, that right there is why I'm a little scared to put my actual money on random strangers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even looking for one night stands. I'm just looking for a straight up relationship. I don't care about dude fucking people. I just want, an actual friend or relationship or something. I want to meet people, not
Mhm.
just get rid of them after a night. But I don't want to put like $100 on someone for them to just up and leave me for just a quick conversation. Just because they're bored and money. I don't like that. I get a little paranoid about that, and I know like it's the normal standard for a man to buy a girl a drink, but in hindsight, I don't know if that's even how I want to meet a girlfriend. To be honest, I just kind of want to meet someone who is there, present,
Mhm.
and we're down for the same thing. And I'm forcing my money, my life on them, or whatever else.
Yeah.
It's a little nerve wracking. I don't know if that's like that for you, but for me it is. You got canceled. What is that like? Like, did YouTube get banned for saying something, or
The canceling started when I was doing a live stream, and it was a mature live stream, where I'm like,
Did YouTube shut you down though, or did
no. People actually started attacking my YouTube channel and my community and started acting as me and framing me and impersonating me and actually attacking and assaulting others. Not okay. It's one reason why I implemented the rules I did with like the respect and impersonation stuff. Because, you know, if somebody's impersonating me on my official YouTube channel, that's huge. That can go sideways very quickly.
No, I get it. I mean, it would be a lot worse for someone to take your Facebook and then post a whole bunch of really bad stuff that can get you arrested. I know people that happened to, which was not good. Impersonation on arresting, you know, yeah, people get people arrested for this stuff, but yeah, no, just taking a YouTube channel already is pretty bad enough because of impersonation.
Yeah,
people
and
they don't understand that you can't just go to a channel and see that that's not D, that's just another channel.
yeah. And what really sets things off is the fact that when things were during the heyday, when I was actively streaming almost every other day and streaming 12 to 14 hours a day, there was a point where things went sideways and I ended up getting arrested. Now, long story short, things settled out, but it was a learning experience.
Because of YouTube?
Huh? No.
You said it was
No. It was
I remember
personal
that
stuff.
Arrested video stuff, yeah. Like you had a fight with your sister or something, or what was it?
Long story short, yes, I had a fight with my sister.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not fun. You know, at least they were nice to you. You only spent like a night in the cell. I mean, I've done 2 weeks behind, confined walls, which was not fun.
No.
But that was just because I'm an introvert. But yeah, I don't know. Cops have always been nice to me. As long as you don't resist, you're pretty much good to go. Idiots who think they can resist cops, good luck. You have your own experience. But me, when the cops got me, just listen to what they say, get over with. They're gonna falsify you, so people are worried about that. You have your chance in court to make your point. But in all hindsight, I've never really been in that trouble. I just done 2 weeks because I have some unique issues, bipolar and stuff. So my mental health issues kind of get the best of me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Do stupid stuff, and but I've learned my lesson. I try to stay clean. It's been more than once though. I've been most of the time it's just a week, but last time it was 2 fucking weeks, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people do years and years, but me, I don't like walls. Like, I'm one of those people who just get fucking bored as shit. Like, I need constant stimulation, and even that's not nice. So when I'm just sitting and looking at a wall all day, just sitting on this bed in a little room, that is not fun. Not fun at all. No one likes getting confined.
Mm-hmm.
Just cut your out, but very few people that actually work well.
No, I get that. But the thing that made me, it changed me. When I spent the night in jail, I met so many individuals that had just been in the wrong place at the wrong time, or just didn't take care of their responsibilities. One was a cook who didn't pay his child support. Another man was a individual who got arrested in his underwear because this is a war veteran from Vietnam. And he called the cops and said, "Hey, look, I'm having people with leaf blowers damaging my truck. What the hell do I have to do? Shoot them to get them off my property?" and to stop damaging my stuff. At that point, they came by and literally chased him off. Well, asked and took his gun away. And this is a war veteran. Okay? They took his gun. He's like, okay, fine. You know what? I still have my gun license. I'll go get another gun. He goes to a pawn shop. He tries to purchase another gun. The pawn shop flags it. And he gets flagged. So the cops decide to come down and have that discussion. Ask him to come out of his house. He comes out of his house. And they proceed to arrest him in his underwear. I can't make this up.
I mean, there's some crazy arrest stories out there.
Yeah.
I kind of just kept my head to myself. Typically, there's like one dude that was kind of cool. He was about my age. He just played some card games. But he was a little out of it as well. Former drug person, so he was arrested because of that. He was still kind of.
Well, let's see. In my stint, in the time that I was in jail, I spent a lot of my time talking with people because the cell the holding room that they put me in, holding cell, was filled with people who were homeless, filled with people who were dealing with drug addiction and coming off of fentanyl, the source and everything else. I have people who had avoided child support. I had people who actually were in domestic disturbances as well.
Yeah. No, it ain't fun.
No.
Did you have social interactions that you said? Just a few?
Well, the thing is, people were extremely sympathetic to my situation. And even the sheriffs themselves were understanding. But it's one of those...
That was scary for you, wasn't it?
Not scary. It's just a very unique situation because when you're thinking about this, it's like, okay, so what exactly do I do here? Everything's regimented. You have breakfast at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's all on the schedule. It feels like school.
Yeah.
Like you're trapped behind walls.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it myself. Luckily, since I had good privileges, I was able to have a recreational room. They have some books, and then they have basic cable with the glass TVs, like TV behind glass, so you can't like, go to break it or anything. But there's a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But mainly everybody was just kind of to themselves, and that's why I stayed as well, because I didn't want to get shamed or raped or anything bad when I was behind in conclusion, because it just it's never a good time, and so it's really boring mainly. The TV doesn't really get me. I had the best of it that Bob Ross was on, so I got to watch a little bit of Bob Ross, but besides that, it was quiet. The TV was pivoted like 3 volume, and you can't have any control over that. No, so rebound. No, they won't let you have any control over anything there. You're still a prisoner. You're still their inmate. So they got you, but a little bit of recreational is kind of what got me through. Mainly just self time. I didn't have any. I have like. I wasn't privileged for yard time. That's the thing. I wasn't allowed to go in the yard. For some stupid reason. So I didn't have any yard time the last time I did have before, or just a little bit of recreational. They had a basketball.
Yeah.
And stuff. It was kind of fun. There was, luckily, there's some neat people that played basketball with me one time. I met actually a friend of mine's friend who overdosed. Unfortunately, he's dead now. A little about my age. Yeah, he was in there with me because he overdosed. Getting in there, and they take you away. drugs. So after the hospital checked him in, he got checked in to the county. So yeah, I met him there. We played ball. He's probably my only friend I had there, and yeah, but he didn't learn his lesson the first time. Overdosed again and didn't come out of it. But you know, that's just, I guess, his life, unfortunately. I had no control over that. I didn't ever talk to him after once because he was with my friend at the time. But besides that, he's but I don't know. It's mainly just kind of like I've always just kind of been with myself, just alone.
Mm-hmm.
Cell, I've only had to share a room with somebody once. He was always to himself, and besides that, I pretty much always kind of been alone, which was lucky enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm no stranger to behind the walls. I try to stay out of there, but you know, bipolar put you right in there if you're not careful.
Well, the thing with bipolar, and I've experienced symptoms and signs of it too. But the thing about it that I've mostly experienced, and it's one of the reasons why I've had this discussion with others, just to be fair. We're at 40 minutes for the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off now, folks. And we're gonna transition to different versions, so bear with me a moment while we exit the game. Because we're gonna actually get into my life a little bit, real quick, and get in the personal stuff. There we go. Yes. Alright. So, long story short. Me, David. What about me? As a kid, I had issues speaking. As a kid, I had behavior issues. As a kid, I had speech issues. I went to speech therapy. I had a temper. My childhood was not the best. Whose is? But the point is, at the end of the day, the first time I was arrested, I was in my 30s. That experience taught me to be better. The fact is, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. It matters about the mistakes that you made and what you did afterwards. Because the point is, if you don't learn from your mistakes, I hate to say this, but from a person who's been dealing from teen angst, and from teen angst I dealt with some suicidal tendencies. I dealt with other things as well. And the fact is the way to make it out of these things is to face them head on and address them. You can't let it sit. You can't let it fester, or it just eats you alive. The other thing about it, and the reason why I made this YouTube channel in the first place, was because I wanted to make a community for people who need a community. I don't care about who you are, what you do, as long as you're respectful and abide by the rules. Now, there are certain things where if certain facts come out, you will get blocked. Period. It's one of those things. I have to protect my channel. I have to protect the people inside the Discord. It's a responsibility for someone who owns an official Discord. But the reason why I say the things I say about find your purpose, find your support, find your niche, find that point to keep you going. There's reasons. There are many reasons for it. My night in jail's one of them. It's one of those things where how many people have said I've made one mistake and it ruined my life? And it's one of those things where
That's kind of how breakups feel at the end of it. You go through a breakup,
mm-hmm.
and you feel like, oh shit, I just ruined everything. I've been there once, and then I realized, it's just kind of like a human thing. But I don't have too many girlfriends. I think that's like my actual, like, unconfirmed to be my actual like last one. But in all hindsight, I'm sure I might meet someone else. I'm a handsome man. Not that I'm getting rejected. I have never been rejected in my life, which is the weird thing. I'm not trying to jinx myself. I'm not just trying to say that I never have. But the truth is I'm never out there in the world to find people, make friends, relationships. So when I was about 15, 16, I had something that lasted for a year. That was pretty fucked up from PTSD and stuff, and I threw it down the toilet. And, I don't know. I just I don't know. Something happened. I can't even really quite remember much now. It's been some years now. But in all hindsight, that's what I'm saying. I don't really know where to meet people because at bars, I don't want to spend all my money on someone who's just gonna pick me up. I've been to a Halloween party and I've had some girls that they come up to me and I don't mean to shut them down, but I have a genetic mutation, folate disorder. So when they're trying to hand me, say, hey, have a drink with us, have some beers, and I can't drink beer. I can't drink it because it gives me a terrible migraine. I won't even get drunk. I'll just throw up with a terrible migraine because of my folate disorder. And and then they're, when that kind of just happens, it sounds like I'm shutting them down, but there's no really actual way for me to tell them that it's folate disorder because they won't really. Most people don't even really know what that is. It's really, really, really rare.
Well, I've heard of Asian flush, which is a similar thing. Markiplier actually has that. Mark Fishbaugh?
Yeah. I know Markiplier.
Yeah, but he is one of those individuals where if he drinks alcohol, I think he's had like 3 or 4 heart attacks already.
No, he's been in the hospital a lot. He's kind of like me. I have a heart arrhythmia, so I've been in the hospital multiple times, and he has heart issues. We both have bad medical issues, unfortunately. I'm no stranger to those heart issues.
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Donut could tell you the time, like last time he was here, I was in the hospital this whole time. I don't think Please Donut knows that I have heart arrhythmia. Did you? He's muted right now.
Yeah, sorry. I heard a little bit about it, just not much.
Yeah, like last time you were with David the whole time, you could tell him I was in the hospital. Yeah, David knows that. Yeah, I was. That's one reason why I wasn't in the call. Else I would have been, playing some Balloon CD with you guys or whatever. But when I'm in the hospital, that's not really an option. So I know Markiplier's page. Become a famous YouTuber and just post pictures of yourself in the hospital quite often and have your whole fan base worried about your safety of life.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where just being honest about it when it comes down to these things, it's like when I say, oh, I had a speech disorder or oh, I had learning disabilities, it's like, okay, really? Well, look at you now. Oh gosh.
I had some lisp when I was a kid. I had a hard time pronouncing S's when I was a kid. So I had a speech therapist. I worked through it.
Yeah.
I just noticed that when I was in school, so brought me in. I didn't even know why I was in this small group.
Mm-hmm.
It was all because of the teachers just thought I needed.
Yeah.
I got through my essays. Say essays. S one.
Yeah. But
Yes.
just laying it out there though, plain as day. For those of you who are watching this post stream, this is a life lesson for you to take home and bank on. From somebody who's been there, done it. I have the tattoo, and I also have the gift card. And so has many other people. There are outlets and things you can go and do. Something I know that you may not be there yet for, but one of the things you can try and do is join a gaming group that does D&D or Magic the Gathering, cards, and other things like that. And that starts your basis of your circle. And with that circle, you can actually start forming friendships. It's about looking into it and finding those things, though. The problem is, a lot of people, it's very hard to start those first few steps to go out there. For me, I know there's gaming groups out here in Florida, but
My son's over here. Mr. Donor could tell you about our local card shop. We have endless Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons games. The only problem with me, I don't think that's my thing. Really, I don't think that is.
Well, you collect Magic the Gathering, so at least
I collect.
Yeah.
Mr. Donor could tell you my weird thing with Magic cards. I collect, but I never really play. Like I tried playing with Donut, and I didn't really enjoy it. I guess.
Oh, I understand that, but still, you can join them and be like, "Hey, I collect it. Do you know anybody else who collects it?" And open up the door and avenue of communication that way. Because certain people who play Magic the Gathering may do it as a pastime, or people who actually don't find it interesting, you could stumble across somebody who's a collector as well.
I'd be very happy if there was like a Left 4 Dead group. It'd fit in perfect. But there's really none of that, unfortunately. I mean, there's people who play games, but like there's no specific Left 4 Dead specific. Let's play Left 4 Dead.
The group that you would want to look for then is the group that actually does zombies and vampire stuff. More like the lines of zombies. So look for people who would like The Walking Dead. They'll be more than willing to actually play Left 4 Dead.
I definitely joined a Walking Dead group if I knew about them. Could talk about 1,000 different Walking Dead things. Yeah, I like zombies. I guess I always had a good fascination with zombies. For some reason, ever since I was a little kid, I like zombies. Good zombie games, but most zombie games nowadays aren't really my forte. It's the older ones. I have to say.
One thing I would recommend is look around for your local gaming groups. Look around for gaming tournament places. Because once you get in those circles, you can actually... I'm not talking Magic the Gathering. I'm talking about video gaming. Because there's certain things where you can get into that group and start socializing and start making yourself known. It's one of those things where if you can't drink, don't drink. Don't go to bars. Go to the environment that you excel in. Now, I cannot give you the answer of what you excel in. That's one thing that you have to do. And this goes for everybody else. If you don't know what you excel in, look at what you do. Look at what you love. Look at what you accept. If you're good in history, look into something that actually benefits your hobby. Look into something that benefits your passion. My passion is art. My passion is creativity. YouTube is an avenue for me to be creative. YouTube is an avenue for me to get to know people all over the United States and the world. it's an avenue for me to be creative. Is it the solution? No, I have art sets that I haven't even been able to break into because I can't afford certain things. But that's the fact where it's my responsibility to actually be able to pay for my hobbies and do what I have to do. It's one of those things living in Florida. People have gone to Universal Studios yearly or monthly even. I haven't even gone there once. People who've gone to Disney World many, many times. I haven't gone there but 2 times in my life.
I mean, it's more than I've gone, more than I would have to say. Um, yeah, I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World. I'd want to go, but I never had the opportunity. I guess maybe, and I only want to go if I had a group of friends because I know lines can be difficult alone.
But that's where my statement comes in. Find the things that you excel in. You like music. You do music. Since you have a studio or you create things, look in people who do music. Look for bands or groups of music hobbyists. They're around. Some of them are pretty damn good nerds too. Post Malone plays Magic the Gathering. Let's see who else. Yeah, but I'm just saying.
It's just kind of funny. Post Malone does everything feels funny. Magic the Gathering. I remember him on Zach Bagans. It was funny.
But I'm just saying. You never know until you put your foot out there.
What happened to you look at your videos? What happened to your bird watching and deer chasing videos
That
on your channel?
that was when I was in transitional thing. I do bird watching still on occasion, but I don't post the videos up that much because.
What about beard shaving?
Huh? Beard shaving?
What about the the video?
Oh, that was because of a community bet.
Oh.
That was a community poll. That was a community poll for me to shave.
Okay, I was like, I was a little concerned that this was the kind. Gossiker had a kick out of that though. I remember because
It was a community poll. I did a poll on the community. I'm like, should I shave or should I not? They're like, shave. I'm like, right on.
Oh, you still have it at shaving time. There it is.
Shaving time, that's funny.
Here you go, Mr. Donut. This is the video we met. Gossiker highly appreciated.
And that was because of a community poll. I do community polls, I do giveaways, I do it all.
It's a well-run Discord server.
We used to have a lot more people active back in our heyday.
It's just a beard shaving video though.
What?
It's just 13 minutes of beard shaving D. I love it. I love it.
Hey, I've made cooking streams, I've made coffee making streams, I've done.
This feels like a living meme though.
Well, it was a community poll. They said shave.
You're already watching it, right, Mr. Donut?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Legendary.
Hey, there's been YouTubers and other people who've done hair shaving things and got their hair
But
cut.
it's you, D.
Yeah.
You.
It is you.
Gotta go to the other now.
Okay, if you really look at like deeply into some like big YouTubers, and you can find some strange videos.
Yeah.
Again, this is still better than car flexing videos, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go in.
I'm gonna upload this to wallpaper. This is gonna be great.
And I still get trolled on occasion. Still. I mean, think about this.
I wonder why. Oh boy.
My girlfriend got doxxed during the heaviest parts of the trolling.
Yeah, that ain't cool to give out addresses and shit.
No.
But I don't think anyone really came to her though. Is the thing, like, who would really give a shit? Like, if
Nah.
I got doxxed, I wouldn't really give a shit.
She has 2 kids, though.
I know, that's what she made her point on when we were talking about doxing.
Yeah. Because with me, if somebody doxes my location, I don't give a shit.
No,
If they come,
why should you?
if they come to my house, if somebody comes to my house, God help them. I mean, I'm more than willing to meet somebody somewhere in a neutral place. That's not a problem. I don't mind meeting somebody at a bar or meeting somebody at a restaurant. Just, hey, how you doing? My name's David. Good to meet you. Oh, you're a viewer for my channel. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. But
When they go to your house, though.
yeah,
Hi.
no. Goodbye. Click. Hi, yes, police. I have somebody trespassing on my property. Could you escort him off? Thank you. Woo! Please, this way. Thank you. Oh my god. Excuse my humor, I'm terrible. But no, just... Alright. But, yeah, just to explain in further detail. Everybody throughout their age has learning opportunities. Where I'm at as an adult is pushing forward and just trying to succeed. The reason why I stream, well, let's see, I started streaming because I lost my voice for 8 months. My YouTube channel's based off the fact of my struggle for losing my voice. I didn't really have a place to go for an outlet, so I made one. It's kind of hard to do something when you don't have the money to do it, if you get what I mean.
One of the people in the server got Gritz's files, so and stole photos of her. How does that make you feel, D?
What do you mean?
Someone got into her, like, SSD or whatever, I guess, and got, like, photos of her and shit. But that's Grits.
I didn't believe...
So logos.
Huh?
What?
When did that happen, or who posted that, or whatever?
Some unknown person duped in and duped out. Said that was Grits, so that's Grits, yeah.
Yeah.
Files. You might want to let her know that someone doxed her, or not doxed her, someone got into her SSD or something on her computer and got her internal files. I mean, that's not that bad of a photo, but I mean, I don't know what else they have, I'm not telling you.
Who was it, or do you have the,
Oh no, they just hopped in and hopped out. It was weird username. I didn't even pay attention. They just said, "Hey Grits, your SSD is mine," and then they posted that, and then they hopped out. And kind of look, I don't even see it anymore. The general, do you? You should be able to see it. It's your Discord.
yeah.
Probably deleted.
Oh, probably.
Somebody did that.
Probably.
And honestly, that's probably just a picture that they got and they're just making a thread.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to do with it, D, but I'm just letting the bird be loose here.
Thanks. Let me look at... And that was the person who hopped in and out of our server?
Yeah, I don't know. He was weird. Like, you know, I mean, I'm weird, but this guy, you know, he was making some comments that I didn't understand. Me and Grand Key thought he was trolling because me and Mr. Burglar here were in a call playing a game.
Was that last night, or this morning?
Yeah, it was this morning, morning night.
I kicked out somebody. We haven't had that many other joiners for stuff. Let me check the, me look at the bands. I mean, she's a very beautiful woman too. So, but yeah, you don't be claiming that shit to somebody.
No, no. We're just. I thought they were joking. I didn't know that was Bruce because like the first time I saw her, and yeah, Greg Key said that was her, but I don't know. So I just wanted to let you know because we're on the topic of white goods getting doxed. It sounds like someone has their SSD drive or whatever. I gotta let you know. That's all.
Oh my god. Wow.
What?
Oh, I got the video link. It started playing.
Oh yeah.
I needed to hop off because that was YouTube. That was a quick view of a YouTube thing with the screen. Anyways, folks, like always, keep it real. And one thing I'm going to say about my community and everything else, we're great people. We protect ourselves, and it's one of those things. If you like what you see, you like what you hear, come on and join in. We do our best to keep each other aboard and everything else. But like always, keep it real. Bye now.